apparently we're live. Let's see how this goes. Just thought I'd do a bit of a live stream, see how everyone's going. If it's working. Had some problems with live streams in the past. Waters Reptiles, how's it going? So just thought I'd do a bit of a quick live stream, have a chat with you guys, see how it's going, and hopefully you guys can see behind me the mountain dragons are shutting down for the night. They find their little spots in there, and it's cool to watch. Hi Aiden, how are you? How many reptiles do I currently own? Holy crap, I don't know. Around 50, I think. Buddy, how are you? Did you make that rock pile? Yep, made everything in this enclosure. Did the rock background, set up everything. Live plants now are in there, so that's pretty cool. Just call me Richard, no worries. Nice. So if you haven't seen me making this, I got a whole video of me making this whole setup, so make sure you check that out. Reptile Girl 23, hey, how's it going? How are we all? What's new? Anyone got any new reptiles or anything like that? Love that video. Oh, thank you. I thought it was a pretty fun one, that's for sure. Love your enclosure setups, they are really cool. Thank you. It's my favourite thing to do really, is set up a really cool naturalistic looking enclosure. And it's good with animals like these these mountain dragons, because you can do it bioactive. Planning to get a diamond python at the VHS Reptile Expo. That'll be pretty cool. Diamonds are definitely the snake I'd get if I was going to get snakes again. I used to have 3 diamond pythons actually. They're awesome animals. Any experience with children's pythons? I've only ever had lizards and looking to get into snake. Yeah, children's pythons are great. Pretty good snake. They don't get very big. They're pretty calm, so if you like the look of them, then hey, go for it. Set up angleheads. New Bioactive enclosure was fun to make. Yeah, nice. I'm hopefully going out to find some wild angleheads soon. That should be exciting. It's got a Simpsons python. I'm about to get an albino Darwin python. Nice. That'll be cool. I love the albino Darwins. They're so beautiful. Absolutely awesome. So hopefully you can see some of these. I'll try and give you a little look here. Let's see if I can flip this camera. Maybe, maybe not. Perhaps not. Anyway, there's one up the top here. You can hopefully see. These guys like sleeping up high. They climb up right into the branches and stuff. There's her there, and the male is actually back there. There's a girl there on the rocks you can hopefully see. She just laid eggs the other day. Unfortunately, they were duds. I'm just glad she's alright. There's one up the top near the UV. I don't know if you can see that. And there's one hiding somewhere else. I'm not sure where. But yeah, these guys are so fun to watch. Absolutely awesome. Alright, sorry if I missed any comments. Do you ever consider getting any monitors? Yes, absolutely. I'm hopefully getting a little baby soon off my good friend Luke. Hopefully Luke shows up and can have a bit of a chat. Luke's got a couple monitors eggs incubating at the moment, and I'm hopefully going to get a baby as soon as they hatch out. Not an Aki, unfortunately. They're really cool. They're probably the next thing I'd get if I couldn't get these animals. But yeah, they're basically the next most common monitor you see around. It's not an Aki. Are you going to the Sydney Reptile Expo in February? Absolutely. Wouldn't miss it. Always go to the Sydney Reptile Expo. It's a great time. He's keen to get a Mertens. Yeah, Mertens are awesome. If I had the space for it, I'd love to get one. Is it legal to sell Boyd's Forest Dragons from New South Wales to Queensland? Yes, absolutely. You just need, anytime you're moving animals in or out of New South Wales, you have to get an import or export permit. With Boyd's, because they're a class 2, it'll be take a bit more time, and I think it's a bit more money as well, possibly. But it should be all good. I got my Boyd's imported in from Queensland, and it took a little bit longer, but it was fine. As long as you have do it within the set dates that you get the permit for. It's no worries at all. I'm going to go. Alright, cool. I'll see you there, hopefully. I went last year to Castle Hill, couldn't find you. Did you end up going? Yeah, I normally, when I go to expos, I normally go really early, like right when they open, so I can see everything that's there, if I can snap up any good deals or see any really interesting animals. And I don't know, I usually stay for a little bit after that, but I don't stay the whole day. This year, or this next year, when the expos are happening, I'll probably stay a lot longer. Just hang out there for the day. Oftentimes I have to go to work afterwards, so that's why I leave early. Went last year, things. Got there very early as well and was purchasing my Eastern Water Dragon. Nice. Hope it's going well. I love water dragons. They're really common. I see a lot of them lately, and they're just such a cool animal to see running around. I think that bluey might be gravid for the first time. Cool. What kind of bluey is it? Is it an Eastern, blotchy, or something even cooler? I've hopefully got a couple gravid blueys at the moment as well, and one blotchy. She's at over 100 days now, probably about 110, so she can drop some babies any day, so that'll be really cool. I'm very excited for that. Are you safe from the Central Coast fires? Yeah. So at the moment anyway, it's all good. Here, I'm getting a lot of smoke though. Fires everywhere in New South Wales and the east coast of Australia are horrible. So bad. So much habitat lost. It's horrible. Would love to get one soon. Yeah, blotchy's absolutely awesome. Probably one of the best all-round blue tongues you can have. I want to breed my beardies, but... Oops, sorry. These comments are going everywhere. My male's hurting the female freaks me out. Yeah, reptile breeding is pretty intense, depending on the species. They can rip each other up big time. It's just part of it, unfortunately. Yeah, that smoke almost killed me. Yeah, I had a coughing fit the other day when I was out working in it. It was bad. I'm glad it seems to be a bit less the last few days. Which come the Illawarra Reptile Show? Yes, I'll probably go to the next one. I don't think I've been to that one before, so I'll make an effort to go next time. Hopefully it's worth it. A lot of smoke by mine as well, yeah. GR8, hello, how are ya? I have a northern, they're awesome blueies. Yeah, northerns are the only ones I haven't kept. I've kept every other species of blue tongue, except some of the shingleback localities, or subspecies rather. Yeah, northerns I haven't kept. I've had a little bit of experience with them, but yeah, they're beautiful, but they're not exactly what I want to keep at the moment. Yeah, these guys, they run around all the time trying to find their little spot to hide during the night. Yeah, it's normally up in the leaves somewhere. It's really cool to see. They're such light little animals. They don't fall off if they land on a leaf. It's so cool. What else have we got? Any plans for new snakes? I've been considering getting a snake, but I don't know. I don't know if I can commit to it. I want to get a green tree python or a rough-scaled python, or just a diamond python, so I can keep that outside. But yeah, I just haven't really looked that much into it yet. Don't know if I want to dive back into snakes. I work with a bunch as it is, a bunch of different species, and that's enough for me for now, I suppose. Get a woma. I'd rather a blackhead over a woma. I know a lot of people like womas the most, but for me, I like blackheads. I just love that jet black head though, it looks so cool, really contrasting. Yeah, blackheads are awesome. So is anyone else breeding anything interesting? Where's everyone from? Is everyone from Australia at the moment listening in? Or where are you from? Terrigal, that's pretty close to me, that's not very far at all. I breed bearded dragons in the Illawarra. Nice. Okay, fair enough. So it seems like everyone's an Aussie. Northern Victoria, Sydney, Moorebank, also from Terrigal, nice. Wombrel. How's Crowley? Oh, we could probably go out and check Crowley in a minute. He's doing good, he just shed. And yeah, looking solid as ever. Never had a problem with him. Absolutely awesome. See if I can catch one of these guys. Yeah, this female that I said just had babies or eggs the other day really gave me a fright because if I can catch her, fast little units, these mountain dragons. Here she is. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, she really gave me a fright the other day. I thought she was egg bound because she was huge, full of eggs, massive lumps. And I was watching her for a few days and she basically go on the enclosure floor, or basically anywhere, and she'd be like pushing. She'd be trying to push something out. So I thought she was blocked up. And yeah, waited like 2 days or so, she was still doing it. So then I put her in another enclosure by herself, and I put the Arcadia deep heat projector on her actually. And within 5 minutes of being in there, she started popping out these really nasty eggs. I mean, they weren't too bad, they were just really sticky and gross and yellow. Definitely infertile. But yeah, I'm glad. And she's looking 100 times better now. She's, yeah, loving it. Bouncing right back. And this is my favourite, probably my favourite female out of the mountain dragons I have. She's a nice bright red colour, which you probably can't see right now. See how dark it is. But yeah, glad everyone's doing good now. Yeah, otherwise I've got how many eggs have I got cooking now? Quite a few in there, not far off hatching. What's some of the best herp spots in New South Wales in your opinion? I don't know, it's probably not a lot of good ones now with all the fires, but I'm not sure. I'm hopefully going to check out a new anglehead spot sometime soon, which is down near Gosford area, in the forests out there. But otherwise, I don't know a lot of herp spots around here. I'm hoping to go out more with some of my friends soon and suss them out. But yeah, I'll let you know then. Anyone interested in an Aki? There's probably tons of people interested in Aki. Aki's really cool. Really cool monitor. If I wasn't able to get one of these other monitors soon, I'd definitely go for an Aki because they're really beautiful and they're not impossible to find like a lot of other stuff. Do you know if Chinese water dragons are able to drop their tails for any reason? I think basically any reptile that has a tail has the ability to drop it, unless it's like a shingleback or something. Whether it's a common occurrence is another story. I think Chinese water dragons can, but it's not. With a lot of agamid lizards, they're not prone to dropping their tails like a skink would. A lot of agamids, you can hold them by the tail, you know, straight up, and they're not going to drop it. It's really hard to get a tail to come off an agamid, really. But yeah, interesting fact about the eastern water dragon. I'm not sure if it's the same for the Chinese water dragon, but eastern water dragon is one of the only dragons that can actually regenerate a dropped tail. So, any of your blue tongues drop the tail? No, none of mine have. Oh, actually that's a lie. I had a baby a few seasons back. I had a couple of babies living together, and one got really dominant, and I think it mistook its tail for food of another one, bit the tail, and it dropped about halfway off. Otherwise, I've never had an issue ever. With that said, I never pick up my blue tongues by the tail or anything like that. You just want to avoid that sort of thing. Let's see. Just at Gosford, fair enough. How do you clean out your woody enclosures? Been struggling to find an efficient way. Love all your videos, by the way. So, it's not something I do often, and definitely wear like a face mask and maybe some gloves as well if you're doing it. So what I normally do is basically get most of the stuff out, hit all the woodies off your egg crates, that sort of thing. And then I'd probably sweep all the crap to one side of the tub, and I'd put like some hides back in on the other side of the tub so the woodies all gravitate towards that. And basically I sweep it in from there to the middle. You can flick the woodies out from there and scoop it up. And then I'd put all that waste into another bucket that's inside probably that same woodies enclosure. So when it settles into the bottom of the bucket, all the woodies will climb out, over and back into the original tub, hopefully. But you're never going to get them all, it's just part of it. There's little small ones that just won't ever come out. So yeah, you'll definitely lose some, but it's just part of it. But definitely make sure you're wearing a mask or something like that, because you do not want to be breathing all that crap in. You can build up the allergic reaction like my friend Luke. So what is wardrobe recently? You know, oh, without a tail. Yeah, it's quite a few of them around. Best reptile for a starter, like easy availability, easy enclosure, and docile too. Well, that's easy. A blue tongue skink or a bearded dragon. One of these. I'll grab her out right now, actually. Yeah, one beautiful. One of these beauties right here. Pygmy bearded dragon, Pagona Henry Lawson eye. Absolutely awesome. It's probably half the cost of keeping and setting up a full-size bearded dragon, and they're just as cool. Probably even cooler, I reckon. Had this girl for over 10 years now. See, one of these or a blue tongue, or maybe some geckos, depending if you want to hold them or what sort of animal you want. Yeah, basic sort of starter blue tongue, starter lizards, I'd say is a blue tongue or a pygmy beardy, just because they're easy to handle and easy to set up. What else we got? Oh, you meant reptile. So yeah, for snakes, same thing, like a children's python, any of the Antaresia really, or most of them, because they stay small. Otherwise, diamond pythons are really hardy. And most carpets. Mr. Luke 72, how are you? What's my favourite reptile? That's a very hard one. I couldn't tell you exactly any one species. Definitely some sort of lizard though. Lizards are my favourite group of reptiles. That's for sure. Think I'll be doing any more Cubes Collections videos again? Yes, absolutely. I just need to find people that want to do the videos. Hopefully in January I'll be doing a bit of a road trip with my girlfriend, going up north a bit and hopefully visit some people up there. Yeah. I need my friend Anthony to fly me out to Melbourne so I can visit a few people out there, including him. That'd be pretty cool. I can go visit Jake, Aussie Reptiles too, that'd be cool. Think you'll be doing any plans for the future regarding reptiles? Absolutely, there's always plans. Just breed everything I have, basically. Try and produce some really nice animals. Getting some new species soon as well. Hopefully going to be swapping some blotched blue tongues for some really cool animals you don't see very often. They are skinks, but not skinks I've ever had before in my collection. Otherwise, like I said before, hopefully getting a new monitor, baby monitor off my friend really soon. And I'm very excited for that. Otherwise, at the moment, it's just trying to hatch out all these eggs I've got. All these dragon eggs. Mountain dragons I'm really excited for, because I've never bred them before. The eggs are looking great. I'm keen to see how tiny they come out. It's going to be awesome. Otherwise, enclosures wise, I've really been trying to vamp it up lately. Like you see in here, I've got live plants going now. So all my Boyd's enclosures, I've got live plants in there too. That's going really well. I've got a grow out enclosure at the moment for the baby Boyds. When they hatch, the plants in there are going nuts, and oh, it's so cool. I can't wait to see them in there. Full bioactive. You're obsessed with skinks, aren't you? I wouldn't say obsessed. I'm obsessed with all lizards, really. But yeah, skinks and dragons I really have a liking for keeping, and hopefully monitors soon. But yeah, I like all reptiles, really. Varanus tristis. No, it's not tristis. They're really cool, though. What's your favourite blue tongue species? Probably, it's a tie. So, the Centralians and the blotched blue tongues. Alpine blotched blue tongues. Those two are my favourites. Absolutely. Centralians are the coolest, like morphologically, I'd say. Like they're just so different to all the rest. They have these big round buffy heads, these big chunky bodies, these little tiny legs, these little tiny feet, and they're the smallest of the sort of more common available blue tongues. Unlike the pygmies are tiny, obviously, but pygmies, above pygmies, it's the centralians, and just that smaller size is really cool. And then, and the way they flick their tongues too. I should get one out. There's one. They're literally right behind you guys right now, but they are hiding away. Everything's sort of shutting down now because it's later in the day. I've got most of the lights off. Like I'll show you these lights here when they're on full blast. I've got a new LED and heat. That's what it normally looks like. But at the moment, I try to really phase things in and out. Like in the morning, I'll turn just the heat light on, and then slowly the UV and the plant growth light later on. And same with all the other enclosures with their UVs and stuff. Just a bit of a more natural cycle, I guess. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference to the animals, but I don't know. I just like that sort of stuff. But then with the blotched blue tongues too, they're also my favourite because they're so hardy to keep. You can keep them outside anywhere. And they're really beautiful. Like they have the most colour variation of any blue tongue in my opinion, naturally anyway. They can be blue, green, bright yellow, orange, red, you know, all sorts of, and everything, you know, in between that, between their blotches and their side patterns. So yeah, just endless fun with those two species. I do like all the other species too. Like I love my Easterns, they're beautiful too, and my Westerns. Westerns are really cool as well. But yeah, the Centralians and the blotchies for me, absolutely. Get Meg, Rubby, and many more. I'm not sure what that means. Do you know much about frillies? Also, what bugs are you keeping in hotter bioactive setups? I know a bit about frillies. I look after some at a place I work. They're really cool. Obviously, they're a frilly. Bugs keeping other hotter bioactive setups. So in here, I've got the sort of standard slaters, springtails. Got a couple of mealworms in here, as well as earwigs. I've got earwigs too, and also the beetles that the mealworms turn into. That's basically what's in there. In other hotter setups, I don't really keep bioactive. Like my beardy, I don't have bioactive anymore. The blue tongues, that would just be horrible trying to keep that bioactive in a small indoor environment. But yeah. Hopefully see you 2020 at Little Reptile Expo. Alright, Wardle's Reptiles. I'll see you there hopefully. I'll catch you later. Let's see. I don't know if you can see the little face right there sticking out. Right. Right here. It's a little female Centralian. Yeah, the UV lights and stuff are off now as we're winding the day down. She's huffing and puffing. Such grumpy little things. I love it. Here's my beardy enclosure too. If you have a look, she's sitting in the plane right now. Loving it. Aren't you? So yeah, probably head off in a minute, guys. Yeah. Hey Coop, love your channel. Do you sell to shops? Sell what exactly? I've sold some blue tongues I've bred to a shop where my friend works down in the northern beaches. Chameleons, any plans about them? I'd love to have chameleons. I've got some experience with chameleons. They're really cool. really cool animals. I listen to the Chameleon Breeder podcast a lot. If you guys haven't listened to that, check that out. Absolutely awesome. Lots of good information there. Yeah, if I could keep chameleons, I'd definitely have them, but obviously here in Australia, we're not allowed exotic reptiles. So, yeah, it sucks, but there's a purpose to it, and we also have most of the really coolest animals anyway, so. How do you keep your bees? How do you get your bees to eat salad? Because mine just eat a salad now, he doesn't as much after he came out of brumation. Basically, if he's hungry enough, he'll eat it. But after coming out of brumation like that, they've sort of come out of the time of, you know, living off their reserves, so they're not as full and stocked up as they would be otherwise. So it might be a better idea to pump them full of more insect and protein material in this after the time of brumation. So that's probably what it is like in the wild. You get the big booms with the spring coming in, big boom of insects everywhere. So it's probably a lot more natural, but yeah, just keep trying, and if he's hungry for it, he'll take it. Watching a video about using Yuki mulch, I've now changed my setup for my Ackies, Gillens, Diamonds. Give me a try for one of my olives. So far, loving it. Yeah, absolutely. Yuki mulch is awesome substrate. I have it in almost everything. Got it in here. All my bioactive setups. It's great for adding some aeration to the soil, and it's just really natural. And being eucalyptus, it sort of inhibits or reduces the amount of mold and other nasties that are bacteria that will try and harbour itself in the substrate, just naturally being eucalyptus like that. So it's great. What do you feed your baby blueies? Pretty much the same stuff as the adults, so dog foods, insect diet like Insectigold here, give them a bit of that, as well as a bit of live insects. But yeah, mostly crushed up dry dog food as well as wet dog food. You can mix veggies into that if you like, and yeah, really easy. I love blue tongues so much. What qualities do you like in them? Blue tongues are very easy to keep, easy to handle, easy to feed. They're really low maintenance, and the reason I have so many is because I can keep most of them outside. So I'm basically doing hardly any work with them. I'm just basically feeding them, making sure their water's good, making sure their enclosure's all good for them, making sure their health is good. But yeah, there's a lot less cleaning, a lot less time and energy put in to keep them all when I can keep them outside. And it's a lot better for them too, so it's really easy. How could you not love blue tongues? They're adorable. Hopefully get some shingle back soon, that'll be cool. Gonna end up buying breeding bluey morphs. Probably not. I mean, I've got a hypermelanistic, and if I can find a female hypermelanistic or het, I'll gladly get that to breed with my male, but I'm not too crazy about breeding morphs at the moment. I'd rather breed the less common species like the centralians behind me. I think that's a better option. But I'm also trying to breed really hot colours, really good colours in the blotch blue tongues, so I guess that's kind of morph breeding. Yeah, just trying to make some really nice animals. I think there's enough morph breeders out there now, like, there's quite a lot. I don't think me doing it will make much of a difference. About to make a new enclosure for my central bearded dragon. What would you recommend for the substrate? Well, what do they naturally live on is basically what you need to ask yourself. So for beardy, I normally use a mix of sand and coir peat, something like that, so they can dig in it, get that enrichment, natural behaviours, and yeah, it's pretty much that easy. So yeah, most basic, simple, tried and true substrate for a beardy is sand. Not calcium sand or anything like that, just natural sand. Play sand from Bunnings, easy as that. Is there anything you remember from doing for your tamest reptiles? Anything you've had the most success with? You've seen your video on it. It's the best one out there. Oh, thank you. I've just got a quick plug for a minute, guys. If you really like any particular video I've made, it really helps me out if you give it a like and comment and share it. Just so you know, get it out there for more people to see. Anything I remember doing for tamest reptiles? It's just time, really. It's just time, and it does also come down to the particular animal. So some animals are just naturally a lot more aggressive or whatever, but basically it's time. The time you put in is what you're going to get back normally, if you're doing it right. If you're not slamming the enclosure door open and grabbing the reptile by the tail or by the leg or something and just totally freaking it out. It's about being, calm and understanding what the animal wants to do, and trying to make it a positive experience, or at least not a negative one. Yeah, just comes over time normally. With that said, it depends on the species too. So some species are just always more timid, more shy, more skittish. Like my Boyd's forest dragons. I can get them out, I can handle them, they're not going to bite me or anything, but they might try and jump off my hand after a while. They're not going to sit there and just be totally chill the whole time, because it's not really a handling animal. Do you sell any blue tongues? Yep. Reptiles and any pets you have? No, I've got... first question, do I sell any blue tongues? Yes, when I have babies. Easterns, I sell those. And if I get enough blotchies, I'll sell those as well. And that's all I'm breeding at the moment that I'd sell. If I get any Westerns or Centralians, I won't be selling them anytime soon. But yeah, when I have them, I will sell them. For all that sort of stuff, make sure you go to my Facebook page, because that's where I put up everything for sale and all other things, when babies will be coming, all that sort of stuff, extra information. So make sure you go follow my Facebook page. It's Coops Reptiles on Facebook, spelled the same as my channel name, really easy. Otherwise you can look up at Coops Reptile World, easy as. So are reptiles the only pets I have? No. I've got 2 dogs. They're actually sausage dogs, mini dachshunds. Absolutely adorable. Got a few fish, I guess. They're just sort of in the turtle pond, so take that however you want. Used to have birds, not anymore. But yeah, I've got chickens. We've got some backyard chickens that roam around. You've probably seen them in my videos, or they're making noise in the background. They're always screaming. Always squawking their heads off, but yeah, that's about it, what I have at the moment. How deep do you put walls into the ground for blue tongues? I'm building an outdoor enclosure for my turtles and probably a few blue tongues out there too. So, for my pits, they're only about 30 centimeters or so into the ground, but with that said, the substrate height inside the pit is higher than what it is outside, so it's basically probably a bit deep, probably like 50 centimeters or so. Yeah, just deep enough so they're not really going to dig under it very easily. And it also helps, I find, putting rocks in each corner if it's a square, because they usually go to a corner and just dig in the corner. So if you put a big rock there, then it's usually no worries. I've never had a reptile dig out of any of my pits, so yeah. These guys found their spots yet? I think so. Oh, there's 2 of them up here now. Cool about what I've dug out. Yeah, sweet. Let's see if you guys can see this up here. So there's 2 of them right there. And they do this oftentimes. They just sit and huddle together up in the top of the tree. Yeah. Such fun little reptiles, that's for sure. I'm really enjoying like small animals. So you can give them a big setup and just watch them go nuts. Yeah, I love my little mountain dragons. They're awesome. I wonder if you can see the boy there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a male there somewhere. Alright. I'll answer a couple more and I'll head off, get some dinner. Right, what reptile expos would you be going to next year? Basically, almost any of them that are in New South Wales, at least around Sydney, so Castle Hill, Illawarra, Penrith. Hopefully there's a Central Coast one. I was really disappointed this year that there was no Central Coast Expo. It's normally one of my favourite ones, but there wasn't one, unfortunately. But yeah, any of those, and depending when it is, I might try and head down to the VHS one. Should be pretty cool. So they always look like they've been pretty good, so yeah, it'd be good to go check it out. Has anyone else got any new animals or any new species they want to get into, or hoping to get after this breeding season's done and all the babies are out? I know I definitely want to get into the smaller Gurnia, so your Depressor and Epsisolus, all that sort of stuff, as well as monitors, of course. How often do you feed your blueies? Really depends. A lot of my reptile feedings are quite random, as long as it's within like a few days. Normally all my blueies have some dry food in there that they can just eat whenever they want, and then I come in with like a wet food or a treat or anything like every couple of days or so. But babies I'd feed every single day, all the good stuff, and they hammer it all down. So yeah. And that beardie's still sitting over there in her big pile of grass, loving it. So yeah, if you guys are sick of hearing me babble on, I'll probably head off. If there's any last questions, let me know now. Otherwise, I'll leave you to it. Have a good Friday night, or whatever day it is wherever you are. Where do you find your substrate for your beardie enclosure? So it's basically just sand and coir peat, so you can get those both at Bunnings. Really easy. I got an albino 100% anery bub last week. That's nice. I like aneries, they're really, really beautiful. And of course, albino anything is absolutely insane looking. Did you make your cages? Most of my enclosures I did make. This one I didn't. This is a Reptile branded enclosure. I've got 2 others that are like that, but everything else I've made. So this one behind me, I've got my blueies. Made that. Made these other ones here. Made my big Boyd's enclosure. So yeah, I like making my own enclosures because you can really deck it out how you want. Love the channel, keep up the good videos. Thank you. If you guys have any video suggestions, please make sure you tell me, because I run out of ideas sometimes. I don't know exactly what you guys want to see. Anything you do special for your frillies at work compared to other reptiles? Keep up the great work. Not really. Frillies, they like a good spray. Make sure you keep them hydrated. Give them good food. Make sure their enclosure's clean, you know. Make sure it's adequate setup, so they've got good climbing branches and stuff. And yeah. Any plants to avoid in reptile enclosures? Probably not the best person to ask about that, but you can usually look up online what plants are toxic, stuff like that, and I like to read through a lot of groups, like Facebook groups and forums, stuff like that, see what plants people use successfully, what works well for them. Obviously it depends on the species. Maybe they're using a toxic plant with a species that doesn't eat plants at all, so it's never going to have that sort of problem. But yeah, just do your research like that and you should be good. Want to get some small reptile. Mrs. Get some more. To get Mrs. untreated, any recommendations? What do you mean untreated? But small reptiles I'd recommend. Depends. Oh, interested. Okay. Depends what you think is small. So, pygmy bearded dragon could be good. Mountain dragons are pretty cool, but they're really fast and you can't really handle them that much. So, depends. Probably a gecko. I find that girls really like geckos. My girlfriend definitely does. So maybe a little knobtail gecko or a thick-tailed gecko, something like that, would be really cool. Absolutely. Or maybe another small dragon species. Not sure though. For a vid, show all your favourite or all blue tongues. I did a video like that not too long ago. I did like a feeding tour of all my blue tongues. Pretty much all of them were in that video, so go check that out. Once the new year rolls over, I'll do a complete reptile update of everyone, so let me know if you want to see anything in particular in that video. I'd love to see full care guides for some of the different species you own, including stuff like food, humidity, enclosure, all in one video. Yes, absolutely. So I'm just holding out a tiny bit longer. I'm going to be doing a bunch of care videos, so on these guys here, the mountain dragons, blue tongue ones, probably a pygmy beardy one, especially a Boyd's forest dragon one. But what I'm waiting for at the moment is all my babies to come. I want it to be a really cool video where I have the adults, the babies, I can do care on them both and show you all in one sort of comprehensive package. That'll be really good. So I'm just waiting for the babies to come and I'm going to be filming all those care videos. So yeah, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you guys are really want some care advice or anything like that on any of the species that I keep, just message me through my Facebook page. I can give you whatever info you want, and I have a care guide for Boyd's forest dragons I wrote up, which is, you know, got some good detail in there. So yeah, let's see. Cool, was going to get a gecko. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to get a little Underwoodosaurus milli or a thick-tailed gecko. They're beautiful little things. I've seen quite a few wild ones and they're just so cute. You've got bit by one of your blueies? Yes, absolutely. It doesn't really happen very often, but I've definitely gotten bitten before. It's not fun. It's not the worst thing in the world, but they have some jaw pressure, so it hurts a little bit. But it's not gonna tear you to shreds. Yay, care videos. Love all your content. Your enclosures are goals. Oh, thank you very much. But yeah, I'm really excited to do the care videos and a bunch of other videos. I'm just, yeah, like I said, waiting for all those babies to come to make it even nicer. Actually, I've started filming one of them. If I can just, hopefully you can see. I've got a little baby set up here for the baby mountain dragons when they come. Yeah, I've got a video setting this up, and once I put them in and all that, I'll film it all, and yeah, it should be really good. Yeah, exciting times are coming soon. That anticipation for babies is always very exciting. It's a long process, feels like forever. But yeah, I'll probably finish it up there. How long have we been going for? Nearly 45 minutes, far out. So yeah, whew. I hope everyone has a good Friday night. It was great chatting everyone. Good to see you all. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Anything in particular. Do I like to go herping? Absolutely. Who doesn't like to go herping? Especially if you find stuff. Half the time you go out and you don't even find nothing. But when you get a good day, it's the best. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see. Anything, you know, I'm still at the Macquarie Uni Lizard Lab doing stuff there. I'll hopefully film a new video there soon when they get a new project going on. Yeah, I'm there. I'm at a few other places too. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. So otherwise, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you look through some of my recent videos. and yeah, see what you like. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.